And now, ChairShot Sports presents This Week in Wrestling.
What is going on, everybody? John Anthony, ChairShot Sports, a sport code affiliate, as always, running on Zoa Energy. Guys, it has been a hell of a couple weeks. We're all getting done with the WrestleMania hangover, but just when we all start getting calmed down, BackLash is this Saturday. A lot of stuff going on at the end of May. The road does not stop. The car does not stop going. Lady Alpha, how we doing? Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you. She's the first comment of the night. But obviously, if you guys have paid attention to X, apparently this has turned into a battle of the sexes prediction battle. I have some folks on today, all the gents, and tomorrow night myself taking on. It's a 3-on-1 with three ladies and me. There's a joke in there somewhere. We'll talk about it later on. But with that being said, let me bring these other three guys on here. We're going to talk about BackLash, talk about the card, how we see it going down. A couple firsts here on ChairShot Sports, so I'm pumped about it. Let's bring on the first one. Host of Main Event Mondays, the EVP, my boy CJP. What's going on?
What's going on, John? It is a absolute pleasure to be here finally. We've been trying to get this done for a while. I'm the EVP of the Main Event team and the host of Main Event Mondays, and I'm happy to be here. Ready to go.
Appreciate you, man. Cassie, how's it going? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm the co-host of Jesse B from The Lowdown. Thank you so much for jumping in, Jesse. Appreciate you. And also someone that's not a stranger to ChairShot Sports. Has been riding with me since day one-ish. My boy, Everything Baltimore Radio. We bleed purple with Coach Wilcox, and also Foul Ball, Baltimore Orioles baseball talk. My boy, Matt Trigger. Matt, what's going on, baby?
What's going on, John? What's going on? Happy to be back on the show. Talk some BackLash, and looking forward to the pay-per-view on Saturday night.
Let's go. I'm happy for it, man. I thought I would need a break, but I'm like, you know what? I need some more wrestling in my life. So let's bring it on. Let's go. So last but certainly not least, fellow masshole, one of the guys again has been writing me for a while. Co-host of the Elite Mob, my boy Michael Norton. How you doing, man? What's going on, baby?
Hey man, what's up, my brother? Shout out to you for having me. Big shout out to ChairShot Sports. EVP Matt, thank you for all having me on here. Let's get ready for this pay-per-view. It looks to be a good one.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. This is a big deal. We have a lot of pressure on us, guys. So tomorrow night, I got the ladies, some heavy hitters. I got Mona, formerly of Sports Kedia. I got Danny. Danny loves wrestling. Jessie B, she watches WWE and AEW, so she's a wild card. But we got some heavy hitters, guys. So we got to get our picks on the money. So
That's what you do.
That's it, baby. So awesome. So obviously, let's just jump right into it. Start at the bottom of the card. We'll work all the way up. So the way pretty much, I know you guys are kind of new. I'm sure you've watched it before, but I'll talk about the match, kind of give a synopsis. I'll give my pick. We just talk about it. We go from there and kind of just we roll with it. Have a good time. That's pretty much it. Awesome. So I'm going to start with probably one of the least predictable matches of the night. I'm going to start with Gunther, Pat McAfee. When this first went down, getting choked out at ringside, I'm like, okay, this could be cool. I see what they're doing. Got to give Gunther some filler till he gets back in the main event role. I see what's going on. And then I hear that Pat McAfee has recruited, or Scott Steiner has recruited Pat McAfee, and he's going to be in his corner on Saturday for BackLash. And then the rumors ran rapid. I got two people that I know that work, photographer and somebody else that work in WWE. Big rumor is that this is going to be an in for Goldberg. Now, I'm not asking you guys to predict if these guys show up. I mean, obviously Steiner's going to be there, but it makes sense to get the Goldberg-Gunther angle going because we had that back in the day when he called him into the ring, wanted a piece of him. So I think at the end of the day, whatever goes, I think this is going to be the one match we have the most people interfere in, get involved, a very colorful match. Very nefarious tactics going on both sides. I think at the end of the day, Pat McAfee gets a 1, 2, 3. But after you give me a prediction for that, let me know if you think Goldberg is coming in, and if he is, let me know how you feel about him and Gunther facing off, maybe, possibly, SummerSlam. Matt, I'll start with you.
I like what they're doing with the match, though. Kind of getting Gunther out of the way for a little bit and kind of giving him like a kind of a break. He carried the Raw brand for a relatively decent amount of time. I think this does open up Goldberg. I don't know if Gunther's going to necessarily lose to Pat McAfee, but it could be a wonky finish. If I had to pick one of them, I'm picking Gunther because you've ruined all credibility if McAfee pins him at all. Even
if it's like you take a spear from Goldberg and then he gets the 1, 2, 3, and he kind of makes it a little easier to swallow.
maybe
Because then that would make sense where Gunther gets up and goes, you made me lose to this guy. You kidding me?
Right.
Like, now no ass. You know what I mean?
I mean, it works, but at this point, what's it been? 3 years since Goldberg's wrestled?
It's about
Been a
3.
while.
About 3, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
this might be an amplified Steven Regal type of match. Because Gunther has technical skills and he's a brawler, so that could turn into a worked shoot real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no interest in seeing Goldberg in 2025. I mean, he was cool when I was 11. I'm 36 now.
Even if it's for the retirement match, though, if this is it, let's say like that's it.
I just don't know if Goldberg's willing to go out on his back like every other veteran.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Or is Gunther willing to take some L's and kind of be like, now it's a resurgence of Gunther?
What? But you can have him resurge without him taking L's.
Oh, I know that.
You can have him
I'm
do
just
this
trying to get the
Goldberg program, and then you can draft him to SmackDown.
Yeah, that's true too. So you got Gunther going over.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, CJ, how you see it going down?
At first, I was like, "Oh my God, they're filling a backlash card with Pat McAfee." He's been killing it with the promos. Like, hey, hats off to him. Like he's done well. I've been saying this for the longest time. I've been wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. You know, back when Goldberg was in the crowd, and you know Gunther was like pointing at him. They had that little interaction or whatever. Goldberg went on the College Game Day. Basically said, you know, I'm going to have one more match, and he knows who it is. So, like, for me, this is 1,000,000% setting up Gunther and Goldberg. There is not a doubt in my mind of that. I think that it happens. I don't think it happens at SummerSlam. I think that Goldberg is about this, and he's going to get the bigger payout at Saudi. I think that's where the match is going. I think that's where the match is going to end up happening. I think what's going to happen in this match is I think Goldberg is going to beat the living crap out of Pat McAfee, and he is going to get the win because, like, he just tapped out in 3 or 4 seconds to Jey Uso, which was the worst finish that they absolutely could have done for Gunther. I'm glad they got him away from the gold because he had almost a 700-day reign with the IC title, a long reign with the world title, but you got to get him back on track as being that crazy heel type, I think. So I think that Gunther destroyed Pat McAfee, and I think he takes a spear after the match. Bill Goldberg, in my opinion, as a fan, I think Bill Goldberg shows up at the end of the match, spears Gunther, and we get that set up for it's good. I think it happens in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So you have Gunther. Mike, how do you see this going down, brother?
I went back and forth 5 times during that.
Do my pick. I'm like,
I mean, obviously, I want to say Gunther should be the win, but I could see a wonky finish, like you said, with Pat getting the win, and you know maybe one way or another leading to Goldberg. But I'm gonna stick to my original prediction, and I will add Goldberg into it. I think Gunther trashes him, and then after the match takes liberties, and that's when we get Goldberg to come out because Gunther's taking liberties after the match. But I do believe that this will lead to Goldberg. I honestly want to say it's a 50-50 situation here. Like, I really don't know. I just don't want to pick against Gunther, so I'm going to go with Gunther. That's what. Well,
boys are leaving me on an island. Damn, man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this victory lap on Saturday night. Let me tell you all of you.
Yeah, you get to have the victory lap, my brother.
Now,
Oh,
Crown
boy,
Jewel.
Denzel. Oh, you mother. You're leaving me out here, baby. Okay.
Crown Jewel is in Perth, but they are supposed to have some sort of Saudi show coming up, right?
I haven't heard anything advertised.
It's Crown Jewel, and then isn't there another one you usually have? over
Well,
there?
if it's not a show in Saudi, because I thought it was, I was misinformed. But if it's not going to happen there, then yeah, I think SummerSlam could be the destination for it.
I'm just crossing fingers that it's something. But again, I don't think that. But I don't think that. I'm going to night 2, so I don't even think that's even touches
No.
night 2's card. It's
Night
gonna be on
one.
night 1 anyway, so I won't see it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Regardless.
I
All
do
right.
agree. One other thing I do want to say, I do believe Goldberg wins his last match.
No, I don't think so.
No matter how you put it, I think you nailed it on the money with he's not coming back to put somebody over on his retirement match. I think he wants to go out a winner.
Unless he finally learned the business after 30 years.
I don't know. I feel like
I do know the only reason he wants to wrestle is so obviously his son can watch him. And I think it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
He got that with the Fiend match. I mean, his son's training to be a wrestler. I think his son's also a college football player too.
Pretty sure son
studied football. Actually, he's really good. He's actually really good.
His son I know wasn't a baby when he trashed Brock. So although I do get it, I would agree with Matt on one thing. I'm not really interested per se in watching Goldberg in 2025 going forward, but I guess fun. But I guess I do get it. And I'm not against it, but personally I'm not too interested in it. And I was a big Goldberg fan growing up.
Same.
So was I. But like at this point, when is enough? I mean, he almost killed the Undertaker.
Yeah, he's got to put.
That's that I think of. That's the exact match I think of.
And then they fed a hot fiend Bray Wyatt to him. That was that
I'll never understand that booking. I'll never understand that for the life of me, man.
Yeah.
That
was the Barry Bray probably. Like, it's no reason that ever.
I mean, they fed Kevin Owens to him on his first Universal title run. Like, what more does Goldberg need to do? If Goldberg comes back and beats Gunther,
that's what I'm saying. So maybe he comes back and finally just looks up at the lights for 3 and
I think
and I would respect that.
I think he does. I think he puts the Gunther over.
Yeah,
I would.
Maybe
hope
Levesque is like, listen, bro, I'll give it to you, but dude, we gave you enough people. Like, you need to give us something.
Goldberg's gonna be out of breath before he gets to the ring.
Yeah,
just don't get a concussion. Get out of your locker room, bro.
Don't headbutt no doors. Don't headbutt.
It's not even about the headbutt. All these international PLEs have a 120-yard entrance.
Yeah,
you got to give him the motorcade.
He's gonna have to gingerly walk after he hits the pyro.
I'm crying. Stop. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Zach, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping in. Appreciate it. Lady Alpha has something to say about the old guys. I agree with that too. So seriously, need to step back and let the young ones have their chance. Absolutely. This will be Goldberg's retirement though, so that's why I'm kind of, I guess I'm okay with it. Yeah. But so I mean, it is what it is. The doctor is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yes. Sir.
And I mean, I at the end of the day, if this is how he goes out, man, I think, he gives Gunther the rub. He's like, here you go, man. I'm out of here. Like, my son saw I can go up. He gets his 25-minute cheer at MetLife, and then he walks out. And that's it. He's done. So
yeah, I mean, I would like to see that. Not saying I would like to just see him lose, but in that form of it, I wouldn't mind it. I just don't want to live in a reality where he comes in and runs through Gunther
on a retirement match.
Yeah, and then we figure out where we go from there. You know? So that's
because then it won't be a retirement match. Then he's gonna have the itch to come back and win again.
Yeah.
Like Berlin also clarifies. We were talking about where he plays. He plays linebacker for. He plays for Dion. He plays linebacker for Colorado. I have seen when your dad's Goldberg, like you better be in the gym. Like I'm just saying, like his son is ripped
for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm on. Okay, remember this 3-1. Gotcha. Okay. So Next up, Dom Mysterio taking on Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. It's going to be an awesome match, man. It's going to be high flying. It's going to be on the ground. It's going to be outside the ring. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be nefarious things. Judgment Day is going to come down. Carlito's going to get involved at least. If anybody of all of them, it's going to be Carlito. I do think Finn has a hand in it. I don't think he costs him the belt. I do think Dom walks away here, but this is where I think we're going to see Finn coming down, doing something, and maybe costing Dom. Dom recovers, and then 1, 2, 3, and on Monday night they're in the clubhouse, and he's like, yeah, what was up with that? And Finn's kind of like, I don't know, man. I was just trying to help. When you rewind it back 3 weeks, when he cost Finn and he knocked Finn down onto his jewels onto the corner rope, it's kind of payback. So, but I think Dom recovers. Whatever happens, he gets the 1, 2, 3 here, which sucks because Penta's been taking some L's after coming out hot. But again, it's going to be a great showing, and there's going to be nefarious things going on. So Penta isn't exactly taking the whole L, but yeah. But it'll be. I got Dom walking out, still champ with the Intercontinental belt. Who do I go to? Mike, I'll start with you.
All right. So, my heart wants to pick Penta here. You know, that's my number one guy over there. But I mean, I have to agree with everything you said. I just can't see Dom dropping the belt right now. I think that with everything that's going on, he's like really like the future legacy. You know, you got his dad is who he is, and you know, Penta's a little bit older. I just think that with the AAA merger, he's the one to walk certain things into the future, and I think that's why they want that belt on him right now. So I don't believe he loses. I do believe there's some antics. I don't think he wins the match clean, but as much as I hate to say it, Dirty Dom's gonna win this.
Gotta give it to Dirty Dom, baby.
Dirty Dom ain't dropping anything tonight. Hopefully the mustache is dropped, but he's not dropping the belt.
Before I go to the other two gents, I can't be the only one. And my wife literally looked at me the other day like, can he look any more like Eddie Guerrero? I mean, without even trying, man. I want to know if there was some weird eyes wide shut thing that went down with him, Eddie, and like I don't know what happened, man. But like,
did you see the Mysterio?
That man was so much like Eddie Guerrero without even him. Wow.
Yeah, I call him Eddie's son all the time. So
did you see what Mysterio said? He asked his wife about that. Did you see that when he was joking about that in the interview?
No.
Like even he jokes about it. So I mean, it is what.
The road is long and the nights are long, man. I don't know, man. Jeez.
Yo, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know.
And that's it. Know. That's all we're gonna leave it at that.
Ray is my GOAT.
I'm dead. Yo, Eddie, for real. Seriously, dude, one of the best. Yeah. Too soon.
And rest in peace to Eddie, man. Way too soon. Way too soon.
Absolutely. CJ, what are your thoughts?
I am a huge Dirty Dom fan. I love Dirty Dom. I've been calling for him to get this IC title for a while, especially when he turned on Rhea and got with Liv, which I don't know how he pulls all these hot women. I don't know. It's
dad.
No, I don't know if it's his dad.
No, for real, right?
But
yeah, Pete, what's going on?
It's
like the Adam Sandler effect. He has a hot woman in every movie.
I mean, his wife's even good looking too. So,
his wife
she's special to put up with this. She's a special woman.
So for me,
the interview with what they did with Logan Paul did an interview with Dom, and like, yo, how does your wife feel about this?
Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, well, she kind of said some things. If you notice too, they were doing that little that movie kissing shit, and then it became a kiss on the cheek, and that was his wife was like, stop. That stops now. It was like, sorry, my bad. Like, my bad. I'll tone it down. I'm sorry, CJ. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. For me, like I know, like Liv is gonna be like off and on. She got this movie role. I did see Finn talking to Roxanne in the back on Monday. I don't know if that's something that's gonna materialize, but I've been saying for a while, like I know that Finn Balor is the odd man out of Judgment Day. Like,
oh yeah,
Dom and Liv are 1,000,000% like running this, like rubbing it in his face. He doesn't have a title. I love the match. I love Penta. I think this is a great title defense for Dom. I think JD McCrispy is gonna definitely get involved. And Carlito, I call him JD McNugget, JD McCrispy, J McCafe, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
But I think he gets involved. He's a stud in the ring, by the way. But
He is.
Carlito, I think Finn does come out there. I don't think he costs him the title, but I think this is ultimately going to eventually lead to the Demon Finn coming back.
Please.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please.
And I think that happens at SummerSlam. I think we see Demon Finn and Dom for the IC title at SummerSlam. So I'm going to go with Dom retaining.
And that'll be night 2. Night 2, please. Night 2 for Demon and Dom, please. Awesome. Awesome stuff. I like that. No, I agree with you. Finn's obviously been the went out for a while. And I was the first one, think 2-3 months ago that this bird needs to stop. But they have made the Judgment Day somewhat interesting, some more twists and turns. I think we all see what's going on, but I do like how they're getting to it. They're alluring to other things. So I kind of like it. I like what I'm watching. In the words of my boy from NXT, Booker, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, what are your thoughts on the match?
It's going to be another one of those things where, much like the first match we talked about, there's going to be some nefarious shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, I don't think they're going to try and have Penta lose clean again.
Mm-hmm.
Dom's not losing this Intercontinental title anytime soon, I believe, not even to Finn. I have a theory about Finn, but it's not Demon Finn. If anybody paid attention this past Monday to the segment in their clubhouse, AJ Styles stopped by and called Finn Prince.
Yep.
And
Sure.
Finn was also talking to Roxanne. So you might see a little bit of a alliance between those three once Finn breaks from the Judgment Day, and that might keep them all occupied as a feud at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
True.
Where Finn and AJ and Roxanne could be a very loose OG Bullet Club type of situation.
Yeah, I like it.
No, I agree with that. That'd be awesome.
Because it caught my ear when he called Finn Prince, because nobody's referred to him as Prince on television in a very long time.
Yeah.
So it definitely caught my.
The last time they were doing it was down in when he had the NXT rehash.
He was fired, by the way. That was.
Oh, that was one of his best runs, man. Oh my god.
Him and Adam Cole and the original version of Killer Cross.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
Yes.
I think that if they ever get rid of not saying anytime soon, because they probably have a bunch, but if they ever get rid of the bloodline, they got a tag team right there they could put in that Bullet Club branch as well.
I've talked about that previously. Guerrillas of Destiny could link up with
there you go.
AJ
Matt's
or
been talking about that for a while. He's been calling that shot. He's been in front of that. Yeah.
I would honestly, that group right there would have me very interested. So, I'm definitely not against that. Hopefully, you're onto something.
Hopefully, I am.
Yeah.
I hope I'm onto something too.
Yeah, we'll all pray with you, my brother. But I would love to see that.
Awesome. Let me jump in here real quick. Stampede. For those who don't know, Stampede is our resident, pretty much encyclopedia. Stampede watches everything wrestling in the continental world, all continents.
Yep.
He has Dom going over here, rotating. Hit the wrong button, so it's on me. Liv will be back. That's right. Liv is going away, doing some movies, so she'll be back. Back in the States, May 17th, after she's done with her movie. So it'll be interesting to see what movie she is doing. If that movie
takes off, she's going to be gone from WWE pretty soon.
A lot of people are saying, and not even dirt sheet stuff. I've been looking at some other stuff. They're saying she could be the next starlet of WWE. Of Hollywood from WWE.
Good.
It's been a lot. It's been very men dominated. It's been The Rock. It's been Roman a little bit. It's
Batista.
been Dwayne. It's been Batista. They're
saying she's the best actor out of all of them.
Yeah, she's gonna be the first one to shatter that ceiling and get some money. And a lot of people want to work with her, so that would be interesting to watch as well.
But the one thing about that though, she signed with was it Paradigm? That's her agency.
Yep.
So the good thing about that is they are in partnership with Endeavor, and so they are going to make sure that we're not like that. Liv's not going to be gone like Roman does, like 3 months at a time. Like she's still going to be able to, like they're not stripping them of the titles. She's going to do her movie and she's going to be back on TV. So like I like what she did by signing with Paradigm because they are like linked in with Endeavor. So like even if she gets the bigger roles, like maybe then she may branch out a little more. But as of right now, like she's going to be able to do that movie and be on TV some as well. So I like it.
Smart move for her.
Stampede has another call as far as a match that we're going to see. Boop, boop, boop. Finn and AJ versus Dom Saturday Night's main event is a real possibility. Absolutely. That could be a thing as well.
It could be when AJ and Finn turn on Dom. It might be a little too sweet lap right there going on.
Exactly. That's where it goes into. So I like that. So we all got Dom going over here. I think all four of us are in agreement.
For sure.
Which sucks for Pentel.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely sucks for him. But you could see the happiness in his face. I don't think he has a problem with going.
Him and Ray are so happy. Like, dude, Ray Phoenix is so happy to be there.
Did you hear the story of how they went to like a Penta was saying how they went to like a Mysterio convention in Mexico and they couldn't get there and they was trying to chase the car down after and they just wanted a picture with him and that his brother cried after and he just wanted to hug a Mysterio when they was kids. You didn't see the AAA how happy Phoenix was? Like I could never be more happy. I could never be mad at them, living their best life. They're next to the man that they've idolized their whole life. So,
and the thing is too, like even the promos they cut in the ring, like you can be like, oh, like, you could tell Penta, like that was just all emotion. Just him. They're like, hey, here's the mic, you talk, man. Like just go. And he's just so happy to be there, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't anybody. You can dive into and say things about how certain things happen, but if you're not happy for those two guys, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you got to be happy because they're living, like you said, they're living their best life right now. So I'm happy to see it.
Dream. Yeah,
I love it. Awesome. So let's stay with the gents real quick. Let's move over. Let's go over to SmackDown. We got a fatal four-way for the United States Championship. Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Fatu is defending that belt against all three other men. This was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, I feel like we're like
right this is the 100 men versus a gorilla concept, and guess what? Fatu's the gorilla.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, not for nothing, man. This boy, me and Matt have been talking about it before he debuted. When you took the chains off this man, when he finally got in WWE, people, he's so original and just natural, and just people see that and it bleeds through. You know what I'm saying? It's just I love it.
He's authentic.
Go ahead.
No, he's authentic as fuck. Pardon my language. That's what it is about him.
Fatu 125 times, 15 times on Sunday. It's going to be, don't get me wrong, though. The match is going to be awesome. The other three, you're going to set up a kind of maybe, a triple threat, another rivalry going in. Obviously, you got Drew, you have Damian still in there. Knight's going to be pissed off the next Friday because he definitely should have gotten his rematch. He had to fight two other dudes in there, too. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll keep it going a little bit. Obviously, Money in the Bank, King of the Ring is coming on. We'll talk about that in a couple weeks. But yeah, Fatu all day. That's all I got for you. Matt, I'll start with you.
Fatu's going to go over.
Yeah.
I think that LA Knight's going to eat the pin because he's the least hot out of all four of those guys.
It sucks.
It does, but this is what happens when you don't know what to do with guys.
Yep.
Purposes. Yep. So, I think we're almost to the point now where you got to get Jacob away from Solo.
That stuff that happened with all this when he was like, kind of like, oh, you're the reason why. You're his pack.
Yeah, they're alluding to it, but they need to kind of get that done now as opposed to drawing that out.
I agree.
The bloodline story is it's run its course. It's over. There's no more substance. There's no more juice to squeeze from that. At least in my opinion, you can go a million different directions other than that. But Fatu is going to win. I don't think they're going to have Damian Priest eat another pin for a second straight pay-per-view. And I don't think after, Drew beating him, they're going to have Fatu pin him. So LA Knight's the odd man out with that. So I think Fatu's going to just whoop everybody's ass, honestly, but he's going to pin LA Knight.
From post to post, from coast to coast, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so good. He's so good. No, that man's the GOAT already on the mic. Like, holy shit. Like, Jesus, man. Like, and the solo effect, too, like you talked about. Maybe it's something where maybe, something happens and Solo gets in the ring, holds up Jacob's arm, like, after the match, and he's like, get out of here. Hits him with a move. Maybe that's where we see it. Maybe it's Saturday night.
As much as I know they all stick together because they're legitimate family.
Right.
But the worst thing that could have ever happened to Solo was Fatu being this good.
Yeah.
Because now Solo is an afterthought. I don't even think
And
about
this
Solo
over.
when I'm,
So over.
Yeah.
You got to separate them to the point where they're not even on the same brand.
That's definitely coming.
I don't know how you.
I can see Solo going to Raw.
I don't know how you rebuild that though. I don't know how you rebuild Solo now,
Bro.
He went from a year ago to being
the
tribal chief to being a manager, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
When
sucks.
Heyman doesn't want nothing to do with you, you know that it's over.
That's a good point. That's a
I
very
agree.
good-
Awesome. Mike, what do you think?
Man, as much as I love Solo, I love you, Solo. Right when Jacob showed up, it's literally in the face. You can't take Solo as the leader. Them two standing beside each other.
Oh.
If you had any knowledge of Fatu's background, you knew that wasn't gonna work. The first day you seen them stand beside each other, even though they overcompensated it with that "I love you, Solo" stuff, it wasn't gonna work. I think that they could have struck it hot a few months ago, maybe, and did a Civil War angle if they would have did it right.
Yeah,
Now-
they tried it with the war games. I'm like, that's not.
There was too many outliers, though.
Yeah, it just wasn't right. I think they could have. They had and they got two other people from the family like just sitting. So I feel like there's things they could have did to maybe make the civil warfare work and be ending right about now. But Matt's right. Right now, I think it's ran its course. I do think you need to split them. As far as the winners, definitely Fatu. The only way I would pick Fatu losing this match if I seen him walking into the heavyweight title picture, which I don't see right now. Not even close.
If it was anyone but Cena, you'd have a shot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If
I feel like that run is booked out until 2026. Like that is done.
So exactly. Yeah. So if I had like a slim chance of that, I could say maybe somebody pins somebody else. But I agree with Matt on two things. The second thing being, I think LA Knight eats the pin here. I don't think Damian Priest can afford it. And I don't think Drew is the guy to take it. So I do think that I'm just gonna say that Fatu pins LA Knight would be my prediction.
All right. 3 for Fatu. CJ, bring me home. Who you got winning the match tonight? How's it go down?
All right, so I got a couple of different little. I'm gonna branch out a little bit off of piggyback off of Michael and Matt. I disagree that the bloodline stuff is over. Respectfully, the reason I say that is because Roman Reigns is going to end up helping Jay. Jay is going to eventually lose the title to Seth or Brian Breaker, probably by SummerSlam. He's a transitional champion. But Jacob Fatu, so when Solo lost to Ulafala, that was it for him. According to a lot of people, Solo was the one that was supposed to take the U.S. title off of LA Knight. But TKO stepped in and said, he's not moving the goalpost. Jacob Fatu's coming out. The crowd's going crazy. The guy can flip all over the ring. To me, with him and Roman, he's the top Samoan in the company. Like, the guy's a freak. He's great on the mic.
Believable.
Very believable. I don't think that we're going to have like the same bloodline that we had for almost 4+ years. But we're going to see a Jacob Fatu Roman Reigns match where Roman puts Jacob Fatu over. We're going to
We need
see.
that.
Oh, it's going to happen.
We need
100%. And another thing is Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker are the two faces of they are the future of WWE. They're going to headline a lot of WrestleManias, and this title reign for Jacob is nothing but a bridge gap, sort of like what they did with Gunther with the IC title.
I agree.
He's going to have a huge long title reign, and when it's over, he's going to be like Braun is now, going into the main event scene, like Gunther going into the main event scene. 2026 or at the latest, Jacob Fatu is a world champion. The last part, and this is just me fantasy booking, but I do know that Drew McIntyre has very, very, very close ties with the final boss. He is actually considered some sort of rock guy.
That's true. He is.
I want to say that I don't think they're going to mess with Drew very much. I think I'm not going to get to what I think about Drew until we get to Cena and Orton, but I really think Drew McIntyre is going to be a huge factor in this long-term story that's going forward with without The Rock being in the picture. But LA Knight's eating the pin. I agree with both of you guys. Jacob Fatu, no chance in God's green earth he drops the title. So yeah, I'm going Jacob.
Yeah.
Stampede speaks your sentiments.
0%. He's done the Scott Steiner math, and
That's it. And Matt, I want to give credit where credit is due. On other shows, Matt has said before that Braun Breaker's probably main eventing the next or the one after main event of WrestleMania. That's been on that bowl for a while.
I honestly think he faces Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at 42 in New Orleans.
You think they flip it around that quick? Being in May, they flip. Wow,
I think he skips the line too.
Possibly.
I think
but the fact of being in there, and then they flip it around to where Braun kind of looks at him as being the world. They flip it that quick, huh? Into Mania.
I don't think this Heyman thing lasts long.
Yeah, I mean it never does.
Well, let me ask you guys this: sidetrack. Is there a third man? Obviously not calling Heyman. Is there a third man? Is this it? Is there a third man? What do you guys think?
There's got to be.
There is another. There's another man.
The's got to be another man.
I think it's. I went the evolution route. I'm telling you, I think it's theory. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Last thing that I left out, and then I'll shut up.
I think it's Trick Williams.
Now he got Dark State. Don't worry about that.
I really think.
Don't do that to me, bro. Please don't do that to me.
So what I think is going to happen after this draft is Dom Mysterio. I do think Dom and Finn both end up on SmackDown, and the IC title goes over there. Mm-hmm. The Bloodline, Netflix wants the entire Bloodline on Raw. So look for Jacob Fatu to move with that U.S. title to Netflix on Monday Night Raw.
I can see that happening. Now the thing that I want to touch on that Mike was talking about with this whole Bloodline thing, he's right. There's two members of the Bloodline, family, that are sitting on the sidelines right now that haven't been touched. And I think they're going to end up linking with Roman.
Yep,
I think so too.
They are.
I think, Zilla and
Hikuleo
are gonna. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name.
Waiting for Hikuleo to come out, man. Jeez,
he's been there a year already. I mean, it's been almost a year.
It's been a minute.
But I think they're waiting. I think they're probably waiting to see if Roman's going to sign off on coming back to TV for a little bit to get them over.
There's one more, Lance, and Hawaii.
Yeah.
But Roman did an interview with Vanity, and basically after 42, he said he probably has a year, maybe two tops. He's going to go to a less physical schedule. He's wanting to go into more like the
what
family.
What is he doing now?
For real.
Yeah, he's
Hollywood, baby. He's the next Jason Momoa.
He's not even in any movies.
Jason Momoa and Roman Reigns in the same room. I'm just saying. Listen, take it for what it's worth. I haven't seen it.
You'll see Roman. You'll see Roman Reigns more on like a Brock Lesnar type schedule after 42. Like he has maybe 2 years left tops, and he's done. He's done.
Yeah.
After that, I feel like that Universal Undisputed took the life out of that man. God,
I mean,
you guys know what happened after he lost. He literally just collapsed in Heyman's arms. Like he was like, I'm done. This is it. Thank God. Like I'm good.
Bro,
wore out, man. Like 1,316 days. That's we'll never see that again. Like as long as we're alive.
Don't say that. They said it about Hogan. Don't say that.
I'm just gonna say he carried them on his back for enough time where I'm surprised that he lasted as long as he did. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's battling. That's on top of battling cancer. Shout out to that man.
He's still like
he's
yeah.
enigma.
Yeah. Jesus.
Kyle, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
One of my hosts on Main Event Monday.
Shout out to him.
Thank you so much, brother. So the other thing I was thinking too was my biggest thing was Austin Theory. I put it on Twitter. I was all about it. I was like, yeah. What if Cobb is the third man?
Can I get my guess?
Go ahead. No, I won't get through it. But I saw the time. I saw that. I was like, this is a swerve. I don't think he starts in NXT.
I love Cobb. I love the trick idea. I love Austin Theory. It's either one or two people in my eyes. And I know he's in NXT right now, but Ricky Saints.
I like the idea, but I don't think Ricky needs them.
He definitely don't need them. He just.
I think honestly, Ricky comes up. I want to see a Ricky something with Cody where he's like Cody's boy, and he turns on Cody.
Yeah,
because Ricky's an awesome heel, and I think him and Cody want to work together.
Yeah,
I could, you know what I mean? Like that.
You know who I would like to see if not for Trick Williams from NXT. Give me either Oba or Lexus King.
I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
That would be like a real nod to the evolution, though. You're right. I mean, that's
Well, I'm trying to break it down evolution-wise when I did it. So Heyman is, I guess, the Flair, even though he doesn't wrestle.
Yeah.
And then Braun is your Batista. Seth is your Triple H.
Yep.
You need a young, brash, up and comer, and that's why I was like, Theory's
too much of a joke right now.
Not for nothing. Raw, that tag team is toast.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen on next thing on Raw after Backlash. That team is toast. And Theory, I feel like if I had to book it, if I had the pencil right here in my hand, they have some kind of blowout or something, and he's walking out of the back, and Heyman's like, "Hey, Austin, let me talk to you for a minute." And boom, there we go.
I would like to see the Street Profits go together.
They would flourish.
Yeah.
Could you imagine those guys with Heyman?
They dope.
And knowing that you got Braun and Seth in that group right there.
Yeah, I keep hearing Becky Lynch, but I don't.
That's what I thought too. But I guess everyone goes back to their first run, and I'm like, it wouldn't be like that though. Becky isn't going to be there in the face. Like,
yeah.
Can we talk about that for a minute? I don't want to keep branching out because I don't want to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Lyra Becky promo? By the way, holy Lyra cooking, baby, let's go.
I didn't know Lyra had that dinner.
I told everybody Lyra had that.
Didn't until then.
That targeted her from NXT, baby. Oh my God,
she got it. She definitely.
I was here for it.
She
can go, man. Oh, I think this is gonna be a big step for Lyra, man. She deserves it. She been woo and booed, and no one even was like, "Who's this?" No, you're gonna know her name now. You're gonna know her name now.
100%.
She's definitely. I'm just
pumped.
She's got to get rid of the bird shit though.
Yeah.
Get rid of the feathers.
Let it. You gotta let it cook. It'll come.
No.
Start growing up out of it.
It's burning.
It's weird.
It's burning. It's burning already.
I like her.
It's out of water. Damn it! It's Steve. It's out of water. We gotta go.
Weird. Yo, man.
Listen, we just need the crowds to get the woo in unison, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Some of these crowds, man. I'm telling you.
As long as Charlotte Flair's not on my television.
No, I meant the woo for the no.
No, I'm just saying the Woo
Bird,
give me
man. Yeah, I'm
PTSD.
like, he's so PTSD from woo. He's like, nah, but get out. I don't want to hear anything. Awesome. So speaking of those two young ladies, great segue. Lyle Valkyria, Becky Lynch going for the women's intercontinental championship. Yeah, this match is gonna blow, guys. I'm sorry, blow doors. Wow, I should fucking watch my blow doors.
We got
It's gonna be awesome. I am excited for it. I'm pumped. The promo was great. Great go home for that. Those two getting physical in the ring was great. Obviously, I don't think Bailey makes her debut or comes out back in this match, but it's coming. But I'm excited. The Becky Bailey stuff. And I don't know if you guys saw the interview she did with Sam Roberts when she's kind of throwing out. She's like, I don't know. She's probably paying $100 to talk to her friend over here. I'm like, oh no, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
The $99
Becky's like,
I'm glad all this is
Everyone
coming
catches
out now
strays.
because I don't think the four of them liked each other the way we all thought.
no, that shit's burned. Those bridges are
Yeah.
on fire. Burn the boat.
That's done.
That's
Yeah.
and if they are, that God bless all of them for keeping kayfabe alive. Because
I'll-
damn,
God bless them. Yeah.
seriously.
I'll say this about them real quick. I'll say this about them guys. I know we're gonna get ready to talk about the title match, but
Yeah.
Keep going.
Bailey is the only one out of all four of them that truly grasps their position in wrestling present day. Bailey's into the putting the newer talent over, going down to NXT and working with them. Sasha's doing fuck all over in AEW, and Charlotte still thinks that she's the top dog, and you're 40 and you've been surpassed.
No, you're a dog on the porch. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like chasing parked cars at this point.
Pretty much.
I
It's good analogy.
I know we're gonna talk about the match and all that, but shout out to Bailey because Bailey is the only one that's really seemingly putting her all into helping the next wave of women, just like they were the next wave 10 years ago.
Well, I mean, Becky, obviously, a lot of this is obviously a big heel act, kind of
It is.
siphoning off of her husband. Like she could, if she's here, she puts Lyra over. It's like, okay, here's the rub. Like I think Becky gets it. She's in kind of at the twilight, but I think this is her obviously last big run.
But
just don't.
Becky's not down in NXT working with them.
Oh, I agree. No, Bailey is in for the cause. Man, you're looking at a future coach, like a CM Punk. You're looking at a coach for years to come in developmental, whether it be Evolve or whatever 14 companies they buy. You're looking at a future coach, definitely helping out the next generation.
She just gets it more than some of the other women wrestlers.
Thank you. That's what it is. Like, okay, my time's done. I've had all these belts. Now it's time to give it back.
I think if you go back and look at her history, though, this has always kind of been Bailey, so
yep.
I think that's why she's willing to give back, where some of the other ones are still probably ain't realized they already achieved their dream, so they're still trying to get more. I think Bailey already sees she achieved her dream. She's willing to give back. I think she has a little bit different mind state. It's probably the upbringing.
Yeah, she had humble beginnings, man. She started as a white bread baby face and had to cut down the Bailey buddies to like get over as a heel, and people are like, yes, do that, yes, no hugging, yes, do it. So she knows, man. She knows how to. She loves to give back, and I like that.
Yeah.
Real quick, we'll go to the comments real quick. Stampede. There are currently no plans to bring anyone to the Heyman group. All right. And Lady Elf wants to talk about as far as Lyra's costumes weirder than Seth Rollins. Listen, Seth has calmed it down a little bit since being in the group, okay? He's helping out his wife's best friend who's a designer, whose sales have skyrocketed now that Seth wears her stuff, by the way. She's like a multi-millionaire now.
Yeah.
He is now living life.
I think
Dude,
it's awesome.
I really hope. Go ahead.
I think it's awesome.
What?
I think that the fact that he did that for the friend is awesome. I like Seth Rollins mixing it up. It's better than the Shield gear.
When he came out, I think what it was for me was when he came out in the the Pac-Man boots. I was like, this man is here for it. He don't care. He's just here to make a statement, dude. I love it. But yeah,
He reminds me like one of those heels in like a 80s or 90s movie where they're just wearing wild stuff. So I definitely like that.
So I know what you're talking about. Those scenes, you're like, what are you What kind of jacket is that? Is that suede? What are you wearing right now, bro? Like,
but it works, like he has a good character. He's one of my top 5 right now, any company. So I don't have no problem with what he's doing personally. I know a lot of it is shindigging.
We gotta get rid of the singing though. I think we need to get rid of the
even if he stops doing like and pandering, they're gonna sing. Like I feel like now he does it almost like it's the like look at him sing for me. It's the pompous now. It's the pompous singing. Like,
they're not stopping.
Look at him eat right out of my hands. Look at him singing my song. Like
I do have something on the whole Bailey Becky Lyra thing. So
yeah, go ahead.
So I'm a Charlotte fan.
Woo!
I know people hate her. She gets all this discourse online. But to be fair, she did put Rhea Ripley over. And that was probably, in my opinion, one of the best women's matches ever. When Rhea beat her for the title. Now Charlotte has come back and won titles. I agree with all that. But she also just put Tiffany Stratton over, which was probably one of the worst female matches that I've personally ever seen.
Thank you. Okay, I was gonna say, wait, there may be a caveat to that because she sandbagged after that match. Like, hold on,
she sandbagged that entire match.
Sandbagged that match, bro.
so with Bailey, I watched the interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he's great. But Bailey wants to come back like with a new type of character, a little bit more that I don't know best word, but like showing a little bit more skin, maybe some sort of love type angle. She wants to do it all. But Becky Lynch came back to WrestleMania, and I wasn't for it. It was planned for Bailey to step aside. She wasn't hurt. It was a WrestleMania moment for Becky, but for what? So that they can turn around the next night and drop the titles right back. So if I was going to bring Becky back at WrestleMania, I have her turn on Lyra at WrestleMania and live in them never drop the titles. So with me, I think that people need to be putting Becky on the same type pedestal as they do with Charlotte, because Becky come back to win those tag titles, and then now Lyra said, I know you're not going to sign this contract if I don't put the IC title on the line. So what I think is going to happen is I think Becky Hogan is going to beat Lyra.
Why would you compare me to the biggest scum on earth?
I think she's going to beat Lyra for the title. I do see a feud with Becky and Bailey at 1,000,000%. And I think this is going to help Lyra's character even more as a babyface. And I think she ultimately gets the belt back at SummerSlam from Becky Lynch. That's how I think. That's what I think.
Okay. Whew. All right. So I
like it.
Sorry, it's a lot, but
no, I like it.
You already, right?
What'd you say?
I'm going Becky. Yeah.
So I got Becky. Got Lyra. I got Lyra back. Did we go to you?
No, I didn't pick yet.
Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. The M's are screwing me up. I apologize. Go ahead, Mike.
Don't worry, Mike.
Screw me up. I'm sorry.
He called me Mike for about an entire show a couple weeks ago. So
listen, I got past that. I'm sorry, and I brought the mic in, so he got it this time, not you. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. So I'll give you a quick one too. I know that she's getting the Becky Hogan stuff right now. Becky's winning.
Oh yeah.
This and it's not. I'm not really necessarily into throwing that label on her. I think it's more like, well, in my opinion, she obviously left on the maternity leave. She had a lot of time off. I think you nailed it when you said this is probably her last big run.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be small. I plan on her getting a few different titles on this last run, and I think this just might be one of the stepping stones on that. I don't think that this will hurt Lyra, though. I think he nailed it on the money, EVP, when he said that belt will inevitably be given back to her.
Yep.
But right now, this is about Becky taking that, having a couple matches with you, putting you over, and going to get one of the women's titles. In my opinion,
Yeah.
that's really the only way. You're not sending Becky down the card.
No.
So
I mean, she could win the grand. She could be the first ever Grand Slam. Like she could win that and then go after the U.S. and there it is.
exactly.
Yeah, you know, I didn't think of that. That's right.
Yeah.
And
So-
I would be able to throw that back in Lyra's face because talking about being the first. Oh, look, I'm the first. It kills you, doesn't it? And now look at her throwing it back. Now look who's the first. Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's good. Good,
So,
good long term. I like that.
Becky's definitely, she got to leave with this belt.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way I could see this match ending.
Yep.
All right, Matt.
I do think that Becky's eventually going to get her last run, like Mike was saying, where it's going to be important. So I think this is going to be the kickoff to it. I think Becky walks out champion, and Lyra chases, and I think she'll get it back in a rubber match
Yep.
down the road, maybe at SummerSlam or at Crown Jewel. But I could also see Lyra potentially being a dark horse player in the Money in the Bank. So
Mm-hmm.
I think if they kind of compromise with Lyra dropping the belt so soon, a Money in the Bank briefcase might be a thanks for doing the job kind of thing.
Yeah.
The only thing about the Money in the Bank that scares me, I mean Matt, sorry, I love that idea. Honestly, I really do. But Naomi came like it's all over the place. Like this is it for her. Like she wants to have a family with Jimmy. She's got some health problems. I would not be surprised if Naomi does not win Money in the Bank because this is it for her. Like I think they are gonna. Maybe she takes the title from Tiffany. I think that's the way for her to win that world championship and then retire because she's done. Like she has one more run and she's done.
I think it's a bad precedent to set it because if every wrestler says that this is it for them, they expect a title run to round out whatever they're doing.
True.
So, I mean, with Naomi saying she wants to start a family sooner than later, there's also the fact that Rhea's talking about starting a family.
Yeah.
Her buddy has said he wants kids. Yep.
You know, so to me,
Got big contract.
that is pretty much rewarding people for saying they're retiring, and no wrestlers ever really truly retire. It's very rare that they stay away from it in some form or fashion.
Unless you're John Cena.
Cena will.
Yeah.
He won't be back.
He
Yeah.
might be the first one.
Yeah.
To be real.
Yeah. I don't think Naomi should win the Money in the Bank. You've really got to start elevating some of these women because not to get off the topic of the pay per view.
No, go ahead. Right, baby.
You just cut a bunch of women, and you've got to create your next wave of stars. There's a lot in NXT that are ready to come up.
What about Stephanie?
Stephanie, Julia, Jordan Grace,
Mhm.
Lola Vice,
Roxanne.
Real quick.
Roxanne.
Hold that thought. Did everyone watch NXT? Everyone watch NXT last night?
Yep.
I watched some of it.
Can you tell me if you got dropped on your neck like that twice? Would you be walking? Would you be doing this show right now?
No.
Holy shit! Shout out to Julia, man.
Yo,
Oh,
Wow!
she's a. Yo,
Wow!
One of-
Twice.
That first one though looked like it was enough to send her out on the stretcher. That
No,
first,
for real. You saw the ref slide right over, and then the second
Yeah.
one from Jordan, she's in the corner like this.
There's a lot of women that are down there right now to where WWE is going to have a problem soon because
Yep.
you can't deny these. You can't keep these women in NXT just because.
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
You know,
They got that Tony Khan syndrome. They signed everyone. They were like, yeah.
Yo,
But-
Oh shit! Wait, we can't do this.
But,
Wait a minute.
but
No,
now you added in the layer of AAA and you got women over there that can go
Yep.
and,
Yep.
and
evolve.
to me, you've got to do some finagling because you're giving Zelina a push.
Damn
Chelsea Green
trouble.
just signed a multi-year deal.
Yep.
She's still going to be on TV every week,
Yep.
and then you still got everybody else we're talking about.
Oh.
I think Naomi, if you're on the way out, keep doing what you're doing, and then ride off into the sunset. Naomi isn't capable of carrying the women's division as a champion when you've got all this talent spread over these 3 brands.
Listen, bro.
That's just me. I'm not saying she's bad.
Yeah.
She's doing the best work of her life right now.
Oh,
But
I love this one. I love it.
She's admitted that she's on borrowed time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my.
I mean-
that's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, like, I know they got a Jay Cargill. Like, I know they got to get Bianca.
There's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, Jade,
Bianca, Jade, Naomi. Maybe if she doesn't win Money in the Bank, they can just, keep that thing going or whatever. But for me, like, ultimately, you're right. Like, we got Stephanie. Like, I really feel like Stephanie drops the title to Jordan, because I think she's
going up.
She's shooting straight up to Raw, to the main roster.
She
Like,
didn't need NXT.
Jordan needs to have that run before she ascends up. And right up in the draft.
She's ready. Like, she can win a world title at any time. Like, she's great.
I feel the same way about Roxanne.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Only problem I see, and this isn't me like dicking Triple H or whatever, but it seems to be a problem even with the mid-card titles and the women. Triple H is really having a difficult time booking these mid-card titles and booking women in general. And he's going to have even more problems now because Shawn Michaels is killing it with the women on NXT. But Triple H is struggling with these women. Like, there's a lot of women that's not getting any TV time. Like, I don't know.
NXT, I just say one thing. NXT is, and this ain't woman for woman. I mean, just in totality, they're destroying the main roster right now with women's wrestling. It's
100%.
One, I love the word totality. 2, they are absolutely destroying them. Like, and I think to CJ's point, I've said this before watching TV. I think Paul is great. And again, this is not hitting at anything gender-wise, anything. I think Paul doesn't know how to book the 2 mid cards for the women. I know he knows how to do the main of the world heavyweight. I get it, but I think he's I got to play the shuffle game, one here and one here. I think he needs to lean on somebody for that help, and maybe it's Sean. I don't know, but dude, these 2 titles you've created. I know one's on Lyra. I know Chelsea had a great run. Here we go, like you said with Matt said with Zelina.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it needs to be a hot potato, but it does not need to be their mid cards. And if you grew up in the 90s watching this, you don't need to have 5, 6, 7 month runs. It's 3-4 weeks, maybe. Boom, one new champion.
Agreed.
2-3 weeks. Boom, new champion. Like, that's what it's meant for.
Just to elevate you to the next level. That's
exactly. And then it's one of those things you put on your resume. Oh, I'm a former 2-time. I'm going to challenge you. I can take you down. Like, Trips needs to work a little bit on that. I know he has the main event, and again, 42 is probably already booked, and they're working backwards. But the women definitely need a little love because, like we're all saying, especially Matt, like you have NXT, you have Evolve. You guys are even talking about WWE ID.
Yeah.
They have ID championships down there, man. These people are fighting for championships down
so
ID.
far off. They're so far off right now.
It's confusing.
It's pretty much them putting championships on the indies. That's all it is.
That's really what it is. Like, I've had a couple people on. I've had 1 or 2 folks on the show I've interviewed, and I'm like, they have contracts, they haven't won it yet. And I'm like, how's that work? And they're like, well, pretty much we can go to a show, and if that champion's on, we can challenge them for the ID championship. And I'm like, oh, so pretty much WWE championships are all over the indies. Got it.
Yeah,
got you. Their logos everywhere. That's basically.
I see you, TKO, with that big W right here.
Great business.
I see that W everywhere.
It's a part of a bigger scale. We're seeing the start of a new wave of buying territories by WWE occupying the indies.
Yeah,
they just bought AAA. They have Evolve. I truly believe in the next couple of years they buy Noah. TNA. And they buy Progress.
Mm-hmm. No TNA.
I feel like they already have so many guys in Noah.
I think they already own TNA. I'm just telling you right now.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No. I know it's all publicly traded, but you can't tell me that there's not something more going on there.
I think they're on a handshake agreement. I believe that personally.
Yeah. I agree on the agreement, but also if you guys, I don't know if you guys watch the TNA stuff on Thursday. I know it's tough because it's an app and stuff.
Of course I do. I'll watch
this Robert Stone stuff. That's the start. This is a start of something. I saw him come out and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be the new guy." The higher ups are TKO. That's who it is. It's not Anthem.
It's a litmus test
TKO.
right now. It's a,
Watching
they're
Santino.
they're checking the temperature, and the crazy thing about it is TNA's loaded with ex-WWE cast-offs.
Yeah.
Yep. I
So
agree.
if WWE buys them, you're working for
And the fact
WWE.
that
again.
Elijah
Yeah,
just
at a cheaper rate. You're working for them at a cheaper rate
Right.
than what they
Dolph's
had.
over there. Mustafa's over there.
Elias.
Who?
AJ Francis, they're all over there. The Hardys.
Yeah.
I just hope the only thing I've said before, and I've said in private, I've said it before. We've talked. Me and Matt talk all the time. So do me and Mike, and obviously CJ. Like, if we do this, like, shut up about it. Just don't. Just show me the baby. I don't need to know who owns who. Keep some kind of weird logo. Talk to Anthem. Feed them some money. Keep their name. I don't want to know you own it.
Yeah.
Like, please keep that kayfabe to me. I don't want to know you own them. Please, like, just
Yeah.
Make me think it's a separate company.
Yeah, I don't care if you own it. Just don't tell me.
Don't tell me. Please keep that secret from me. Don't let it get out anywhere. Don't tell Meltzer. Don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself, damn it. Nick Khan and like an Ari. Those are the only two people I need to know.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
1000% agree, bro.
WWE's gonna own. They're gonna own a promotion on every major continent before it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's the plan.
But that's not even. I push back a lot. Not to what you said, but not even in a bad way. But yeah, that's what you don't think when Ari was licking his lips and he made this trade. You don't think Vince looked at me and goes, you could probably do it worldwide like I wanted to, and Ari was like, oh. And do you notice how many UFC shows were in Saudi after like Crown Jewel and shit like that? Because Ari was out going, hey, we'd love. I'm sorry, UFC.
But here's
UFC,
the thing.
They were like, hey, we'd love to have some UFC stuff here. And
It's
the princes were like, oh, we'd love to have you here. Yeah, come on.
It's easier for TKO to buy an existing company and WWE modify it as opposed to building NXT Europe or NXT Japan or NXT Mexico. That's going to be the breeding ground for what they're going to do. They already work closely with Progress. They can buy Progress and just start scooping up everybody over in the UK again, and having all that eventually play out, or whatever the case may be. They're going to take the most popular brands in these continents, and that's going to be their feeder system.
Yeah,
and they're going to do it despite AEW, because AEW, they have the money to do this, but I don't think they have the wherewithal to do it.
Yeah, I don't even think they're interested in doing that. I think that's the thing. One of these is working off of 50 years, or say 40 years plus a smart business, right?
Yep.
And they have an idea of what they can do. Doesn't matter if the same owner in place, is the same scheme in place as far as what you can and can't do money wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're right. They want to own something on every part of the world, which from a business aspect, people don't want you to monopolize, because that makes you too big. So in reality, if you can do it and be number one, there's nobody to compete with you. So it's actually a good business move. So from WWE's perspective, I believe they will own something on every continent at one point. Going forward, I don't know when it will be, but they won't own something on every continent. I think AEW is outside of the Ring of Honor, because that's something that was it's over. So, somebody got to pick it up, right? But I think with the New Japan and the CMLL, I think they're really interested in working partnerships with them and trying to make the other companies succeed. But now you're just putting yourself on an island against the big bad wolf, so maybe buying up stuff might end up being the way to go, but I don't even think they're thinking about that right now.
And I've said it before on Wednesday nights, and sometimes Jesse, if she's watching, I love you, and I'm right. Sometimes she takes this as me being an asshole and like shitting on AEW, and I had a whole rant. Go back and watch. It was like 3 weeks ago with AEW. No, but listen, I'm serious. Like the fact that why is, and I'm going on a tangent for those of you watching. We're going to get back to the main event, I promise. But I don't want to talk about while we're in the scheme, right?
Yeah.
AEW has Dynamite tonight, which is airing right now.
Yeah.
And now, funny, Collision's on Thursday night. When does Collision usually air?
Saturday.
Why aren't they airing Saturday? Backlash. Why are you running from the competition? My biggest thing is Tony needs to put someone in charge of Ring of Honor, rebirth Ring of Honor. And then you can get all these people who deserve it. I'm not saying just do it for the fact of, but do it so you have this talent. Throw them on Ring of Honor like you would treat it like an NXT. This is your development, or it's your third brand. It's Ring of Honor. The name notoriety in general. You put the belts back on Ring of Honor. They're not defended on AEW television. All the champs are over here. When you do your little Forbidden Door stuff, or whatever you want to do, they come over, cross divide, whatever. Ring of Honor was such a great piece for Tony to wait a minute, we can do a separate entity, and then no, we want the library. What?
Listen.
But that's again, like Mike just said, it's buying it up. It's not using just the library. It's this is a product for us now. That's a feeder. That's a feeder. That's a feeder. Oh look, that's our training. That's a feeder. Tony has Ring of Honor is sitting in his back pocket, and maybe someone at some point, maybe they'll watch this podcast. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe someone tweets at him. I don't know. It's in your back pocket, dude. If you just revamp it and rebirth it and just make it its own thing, yeah, you own it. But make it its own thing with its own GM, do some cute stuff with it. You could do a lot of good stuff and get a lot of great talent from WWE, and even grab some New Japan guys. Get Saber, get some other people. Put TJP, put them over there, and make it worth watching. But he's not, and that's the biggest thing I say. And everyone, oh, you're a hater. No, I'm a realist, and that's what you should be doing. You could use Ring of Honor for that name. You say it to a wrestling fan. Oh, I love Ring of Honor. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. The list goes on and on. There's so much heritage and history in that. Yeah. If he used that for the right way, all these girls, all these young ladies just got released. We got a place to be right over here, and there are women's in that door.
Yeah, like you.
And again, I've said it before, and again, Jesse gets mad at me and whatever. Yeah. Don't stop running. Stop running. Bring it to them. Bring it. Bring the fight. Be this. Yes, you're an alternative. Whatever. Bring the fight. You're not going to know until you get the litmus test, and you know that shit, we got X amount of ratings. We took that away from them. And be what that is. That's all.
1,000. I just say like this. I'm typically an AEW guy. I'm gonna have to agree with your rant for a few reasons, right? I believe Ring of Honor actually got a TV deal with a network before, and TK wasn't interested. Right? Yep. Which means there's two things. Ring of Honor needs Ring of Honor, the brand as itself has a certain set of nostalgia to it, and it has a certain set of history to it. It deserves its own roster. It deserves to be separate. You purchased it. You got the library. There's no reason for it to not be an NXT, or even just be a second brand to what you want to do with AEW. But until you separate it and you take it a little bit more serious, and you get those belts off of AEW and you kind of get rid of the merger, because right now it just kind of just looks like a confusing merger if you're not really familiar with what's going on, right? But separating it, getting those belts off of AEW, relegating them to Ring of Honor, and giving them their own roster gives you another brand for you. Whereas right now he's using working with CMLL or New Japan.
Right.
Should be working the same way with Ring of Honor. They should have their own booking people. You should hire people. You should have somebody take control of that company, because you got a lot going on. You're only one man. So if you can get Ring of Honor, give it a 6-month trial. If it don't look good, fire people. Hire somebody new, But it to end it needs to be its own brand for sure. And you shouldn't be running from competition. It's better to get knocked out and say you showed up. That's just how I would take it. Right?
Thank you.
I showed up. I got knocked out. I showed up.
You shot a shot. It is what it is. Whatever. And maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you're like, oh shit, we did beat Saturday Night Main Event. Oh shit, what we did, huh? No shit. So
you got to fight to figure out how to win. So
That's it, baby. I think again, me and Matt talked about it. I say it on Twitter. You guys know this. Like I'm here. Obviously, I talk a lot about WWE. I don't do an AEW show. I'm lucky to be a co-host on one on Wednesday nights. But I'm a big proponent. They need to succeed. Everyone needs to succeed because when everyone else, all the waters rise all the ships, and when that happens, everyone's happy. I don't want it to be just WWE because then we're all gonna be like, great, here we go.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's its own shit. Like, no, stop.
we trying to get the first and closer so that third wrestling promotion can start swinging. We want
Yes,
it healthy.
please.
Yeah,
More
like,
wrestling.
we want it healthy.
Not that I don't watch it 7 days a week. God bless my wife, man. But anyway,
Yeah, it's getting
so
ridiculous.
I'm apparently I didn't really give my pick. We went right over to CJ. So I'm the only one saying I have Lyra walking out with the belt. Actually, I think she's gonna retain. And she's gonna piss Becky off even more. I think something goes wild. We see what happens in Money in the Bank. But I do see what you're saying as far as her being a big player in the Money in the Bank. But it's hard to see. It's hard to tell right now. I don't think she's the Money in the Bank winner. Now that King of the Ring has a guaranteed title shot when you win that, that's a big player too. That kind of plays like who I have winning Money in the Bank because now you kind of look at King of the Ring 2 months later and you're like, all right, well, it's like I almost it's consolation prize, but I could walk around and challenge whenever you win it. You win at King of the Ring. Well, I'll see you down the road. I'll see you at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? So,
For sure.
so yeah, I have Lyra walking out.
Are you the only? Are you on the island again by yourself?
I'm on the island. You guys are damn. You guys, damn man.
Hey,
I've been having a really big victory lap, or we're just it's just gonna be like you guys. You send me badass emojis all day, like on Saturday.
I feel like you're putting yourself out there. We're
I
playing
am, man.
safe. We're playing. I noticed we're playing a little safer than you.
But I tell you, Matt knows this. You guys have been. I do these prediction shows. I've done it with my boys at the Run In, Mike and Spedrock. Why would you pick? And I'm like, because I pick it how I book it, like how I'd see things going. I don't pick the sexy pick. Yeah, I could easily go, oh, Becky. You know what I mean? I just kind of put myself out there, and
I like that.
That's why I don't win a lot of it.
To be fair, this is like my third prediction show. I have another one tomorrow, another one Friday. So I'm like, oh my god. So maybe I should just like hedge my bets so that I can go 5-0 at least on one of them.
Yeah, see, I was definitely one of the few people to pick EO. I don't know about you guys, but like in the picks,
I did.
I went against her.
I picked Bianca.
I picked EO. I saw a lot of people.
I went with my hot.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I was like, I got myself some EO.
Bianca's my goat right now. Any company, she's.
I'm waiting for her and Montez to be like, yeah. So we're gonna have some kids. See you guys. We're out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, they're both gone.
Yes, this is gonna be a sad day, but I'll be happy.
It will be. The Dawkins is like, yo, my time. Let's go. All right, singles run. Give me it.
But Io's great though. For me right now, like in the main roster, she is pound for pound like the best women's wrestler. Like
that's what I was saying. I feel like she hasn't been showcased a lot, and now look at her. Look at the match with her and Rox. Oh my god! Like give me that all day, every day.
I feel like she just wasn't getting enough time in matches to cook. Now she's getting a little.
Yep. And now everyone's like, "Oh, Io Sky! Oh my God!" Like, yeah, you guys really didn't watch NXT. She was just not the third member in Damage Control. Listen.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. All right. So, with that being said, we've talked about a lot of stuff. AEW, a whole bunch, we've gone around it. The main event, guys, Backlash. The last time, Randy Orton, John Cena, WWE Undisputed Championship. Man, what a rivalry. I remember when Orton came up with his little arm sling, what was it, RNN radio, whatever it was, or news, before he got into Evolution, and just watching him as like the 15 different stages of him coming up and the rivalries he's had with John Cena.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the biggest fantasy ones I booked is John being the heel and Randy being the face. Promos have been fire. They've been awesome in the ring together so far. Obviously, John Cena is going to walk out here with that belt, moving on his farewell tour, which sucks. I think Randy definitely. I think Randy gets drafted over to, again to get off of everything. I think Randy gets drafted over to Raw. I think he gets the championship over there. He probably has one. I dare say maybe 2 more title reigns before he hangs it up. I don't know how long the deal's for. I'd like to see him get to maybe 15 or 16. But yeah, Cena walks out. I think the match is going to be incredible. They're going to tell a great story in that ring. I like when Paul does the five match pay-per-views because he likes the story. The match to tell the story, breathe, and we all enjoy it and has a great ending and kind of ties up that one little circle, that one little opening in their rivalry. But yeah, Cena walks out. I think it's gonna be a great match, but John is still your champion walking out of Backlash. What are your thoughts? CG, I'll start with you.
All right. I'm really not a negative person. I don't want anybody not to like me. I do not like John Cena. I've never been a Cena fan.
Wait, forever?
Ever.
Not even like
Nope.
no.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not even.
But because I'm a diehard wrestling fan, content creator, I do respect what he's done for the business.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's the GOAT. He's lost a step. Obviously, he's a little older.
Yeah.
For me, like when he turned heel, when Dwayne just comes up with some crazy crap about taking somebody's soul and not finishing out the what he said on McAfee. They called him, ticket sales are down, show up, make up something about taking Cody's soul, and then don't deliver at WrestleMania. I was very disappointed in that.
That's a whole other story, man. Don't get us all started.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of getting to where I'm going with this because, like, obviously the Travis Scott. I mean, I didn't want Cena's, historic reign to be tied in with Travis Scott. Obviously, these guys go back to my younger years. I'm not gonna say childhood because I'm a little older than you guys. Well, I don't know. I'm in my 40s, so but there's no chance that John Cena loses right here. They didn't turn him heel for him to win the title and drop it to Randy. I hate it for Randy. But I don't think Travis Scott may get involved, but I'm telling you, I have this weird feeling because Drew McIntyre keeps bringing Cena up. He's not going to fight Cena. It ain't happening. He's with The Rock. I think Drew McIntyre helps John Cena beat Randy Orton, and they're going to continue their feud after that. John Cena wins with the help of Travis Scott and Drew McIntyre.
God, I got to hear Fiend playing more so at another pay-per-view.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Fiend.
I hear it in my sleep, bro. Like
I just stopped hearing it.
But one last thing. Cody Rhodes was written off TV, supposed to be back on the 16th. I'm just going to throw this out there as what I want to happen. I would love to see Cody Rhodes show up at the end after it's over with and just beat the living shit out of Travis Scott, get that receipt from slapping the crap out of him, and go after Cena. Like, Cody Rhodes he has to be the one to take the title off of Cena when he drops.
Yeah, that one Crossroads, that's the receipt. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There's something else coming to you, bro. That's no way. That's the receipt that we've been waiting for after getting your eye. You got a shiner walking out.
He cracked that man's eyeball, and he just gonna give him a Crossroads. Come on,
you saw. So Dwayne told him, they're like, don't be soft, they'll think you're a bitch. So he's just like, I was like, oh Jesus, man! You saw Cody like, don't do it.
Cody's like,
oh man, that was wild, man. The sound, I was like, oh God.
The only problem I do worry about though is I know they'll tell a great story in the ring, but even the Cena Cody match was not great for me. Like I don't think it was that good. So I'm hoping that Randy can bring it to another level.
Let me ask you this though, because I had the same sentiments. Is it because of the pace?
Absolutely. The pace, yeah. One of the reasons.
I think my after looking back and thinking about it, like I did the show after, and obviously like the Raw reboot and all this other stuff, and that's what John wants, because John wants you to do the cool shit, wants you to give him the John's like, that's why he would hit Cody, be like, you guys like that? Yeah, you like it? I think John does more of the power moves, going slow, so the fans can't get into it. I think that was kind of the shtick for that one. But I can guarantee you, like, it's also too John's a loss a little bit, and I think he knows that. So this move set of being to be the uber heel and not give you the fast paced stuff you want, kind of it feeds into that. But I think the match specifically was like him just kind of hitting Cody and looking around, and people like, well, do something. He's like, that's what you want. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving you what you want. You're toxic. Remember, this relationship doesn't work. So I'm not giving it to you.
It's really hard for Cena though, because he's so great and he's the GOAT that no matter what he does and what he says to the fans, like he is like doing everything in his power to be a heel, and they're still cheering the guy. So like he's got to end his career as a face. He has to.
In my heart of hearts, I feel like this has got to be killing John. He's like, I got to go out there and be the God, I got to do this. Okay, I'll go do it.
He's doing what Cody wouldn't do at a worst time in his career.
Like according to Dwayne, Cody's is coming down the road.
I love Cody to death, but I don't know why he just has like the biggest problem against being a heel.
I think he did an interview when he was like not first in AEW, but I think it was like a couple months after it started.
Just won't do it.
They did something about him being heel work or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, I hate being booed. I don't want to see my." It might have had something to do with Liberty. He was like, "I don't want to see my kid getting booed."
Doesn't like it.
I'm like, yeah, but guess what? Nobody. I mean, okay, well, someone like Drew likes it, but anyway, because he's sick.
Drew loves it.
But like, I get it, but dude, Cody, and I talked about it like way back. Like, I want to see I want to see it start slowly. I want to see like some black. I want to see less blonde, and I want to see like more like disheveled, maybe less suit, maybe come out in just the shirt. I'm like, oh, look at all of it start to fall apart. That you could do it so well, like
the best heel in wrestling right now, overnight.
That's literally it. But with that being said, so CJ, you got
John
Cena. Walking out Cena.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Just want to take because I know the ladies gonna be asking me tomorrow. They're gonna be taking notes, so I'll make sure they know who's who. So. I know me and Mike were just talking about as far as the Cody heel thing, and no, man, I think that, dude, he comes on the black hair, man. It's just such a good. I know he never wanted to win the title, and if you watch the interview he did, he was like, yeah, that's probably the stupidest move I ever did was not go for the belt again, but I didn't want to be that guy. But I think a Cody heel turn is good. But who do you have as far as like on Saturday? Who do you have coming out as far as winning the belt? How do you see it going down?
I'm gonna stick with Massachusetts. And I'm gonna go with Cena. I don't think it makes any sense for him to drop the title right now. Sucks that it's at Orton's expense. I hope he does rebound from here and eventually get more title runs. The only one thing that honestly put a hamper on this title run, granted, I'm not going to get into the ups and downs of the actual match because I'm sure we all have those opinions. I'm
we'll
not
be here for another hour.
I won't. But Flair could have gave us at least a week, like before he started announcing 21 time. It's like, bro, we know. Like
we get it.
Like, yeah, keep kayfabe alive, bro. That's the only problem I have with what's going on right now. That they started announcing him instantly as the 21 time.
21 time.
It's like, does Cena have to lose this title 5 times in the next month to keep winning it back? I hope we don't gotta go through that.
Please no.
They do a championship scramble, and every time he loses, that's another win. It's a win.
Maybe Orton wins at Backlash, loses it the next night, gets it back. Maybe they both start headed towards that 21.
John wins Money in the Bank. Boom, there you go.
But I just say, off the jokes, I'm gonna go with Cena. I know there's gonna be antics to get there. I believe there's probably 5 to 8 guys they could send in there for those antics. I do believe Travis Scott, unfortunately, will be one of them. Yeah. Not against him wrestling. I just hate him being. Same thing with EVP. I don't know if I needed him tied into Cena's retirement story. It's kind of just a little awkward curveball, but I'll stick with Cena.
All right. Be with Cena. Matt, bring us home. What do you got taking the belt, and how's it go down?
It's Cena. I think there's going to be something going on. I don't think they're going to let Randy take a clean pin in St. Louis.
No way.
Out of
No,
all
no
places.
way. Yeah, no way. I agree with that.
I think that it's going to lead to a setup for another match down the line. Not by way of like Money in the Bank or King of the Ring or anything like that, but I do think that Randy somehow gets at least one more crack at him before this is all said and done. I think that it's going to be McIntyre or, God forbid, it's Travis Scott.
Oh God, jeez.
He gives me indigestion, man.
Like,
You're 160 pounds, bro. Why are you in a wrestling ring?
So what do you guys think of this? This is just a hot take that I just thought about. If you think it's the dumbest shit, then just tell me. So
let's go, baby.
The reason I think that Drew McIntyre is he was hugging the Rock at Netflix the first show, like they advertise him as the Rock's guy. I don't think he even wants to fight Jacob, to be honest with you. I think he gets involved in this match, but my hot take is, what if Rock is really involved, but he's just not going to be on TV, and he has McIntyre get involved? And so hot take is Cena he wants to leave with that title. So put somebody that's with Cena as Drew McIntyre in the Money in the Bank and have Drew McIntyre win Money in the Bank again to protect Cena from having to somebody cashing in on him. Like that's just a hot take for me. I think so Drew could possibly win Money in the Bank, and that protects someone from cashing in on Cena.
Oh.
Have we ever seen somebody have the title and the briefcase?
No.
That's a possibility too.
Stop it. Don't do that. Stop it. Money in the Bank is a national institution. Don't do that, man. Just listen, I was at the Money in the Bank when Brock Lesnar was the guy. Everyone thought it was Bray Wyatt, and Brock Lesnar came down that ramp, and people were literally heading for the exits. No lie, no word of a lie, man. You want to get booed? You want to see a tyrant boo the shit out of WWE? You have John win the damn briefcase, bro. Stop it. Stop it, man.
I think
if you don't win it, he's just giving it.
Drew wins it and gives it over to
I think he fights CM Punk at Money in the Bank. To be honest with you, that's what I think. I think it's CM Punk at Money in the Bank.
That's the kiss again. It's the Bizarro world, right? It's the CM Punk. Now John's like, yeah. Who's leaving with the belt now? CM Punk. Like, literally, you just it writes itself. Now who's walking out and going away with the belt? Not you, Punk. Me, not you.
Yeah.
The one thing I would add in, that I want to add in, excuse me,
Go ahead.
The title picture. I do believe, and this, probably ain't the majority opinion, I do believe that when Cena drops the belt, it will be to Orton. I think Orton's the guy that takes the belt from him to lead to the Cody story. Back to Cody. That's just, I just don't think it's happening yet.
It could. That's good.
I like that. I even think that. I like that.
But eventually it goes back to Cody.
Yeah, it goes right from.
Cody. It's just a matter of. But like I've said before too, we talked about it at the post show of night 2, and I've talked about it on Weekend Wrestling. Cody, and nothing against him. I think he had a great run. I'm not going to shit on him. I think he was a great champion. Obviously, merch was through the window, through the roof, I should say. Everything was great. Cody, just like his dad, just like that, is an amazing chaser. And just like if someone's a great champion and a great, you need someone who's amazing at chasing a belt. And Cody Rhodes is so good at chasing a champion to get that belt, man. Talk about telling the story of what he's trying to do, but man, he gets you involved. If you're not, I'm not crying, you're crying. Like he gets you so emotionally involved in his matches.
Yeah,
he's so good at what he does.
Well, the better chasers than champions.
A lot of the reason though that his title reign wasn't Roman Reigns-esque is because honestly, Triple H's booking when he had the title, like Logan Paul, AJ Styles, like there was really not much story there with either one of them. And then the KO match, I feel like was his KO and the solo steel cage match. I feel like was honestly his two best feuds of his whole title reign. So like it was like don't no people that blame I'm not a Cody fan, but I get so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, he's a crybaby. He didn't defend the title." Well, that's on Triple H.
It's creative.
Like, it's the booking. Like that's
Yeah.
all it is.
That's all Paul, man.
Yeah.
I still think Kevin Owens should have won that. Should have won that match. I called it. I was on the island, and I'm like, man, listen, it makes so. And I explained it too. The whole reason why if Kevin wins this, da 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 da. Yeah. Okay. Well, it would have been so much better, man. Because you could have flipped it like a month after, like it had Cody get it back. But
Yep.
Kevin, that was such a hot story. Like Kevin should have won that match. But I don't want to do revisionist history. But anyway,
I agree.
but yeah, it falls on booking, man. And but yeah, cool, awesome. All right, guys. Damn. I guess that comes to the end of the show. Nice little Paul Levesque 5-match PLE.
Yeah.
Nicely. The matches get to tell the stories, and we get to enjoy it. So I've got score here. I'm sure the young ladies tomorrow night are gonna. I'm sure they're watching tonight and are gonna keep score and talk about what we talked about tonight. So don't worry, guys. I'll carry the banner. I got our backs. Don't worry.
Don't get jumped, my brother. Don't get jumped.
Nah, I'll be okay. I mean, it is what it is. I get it on my own. Like I said, there's a joke in there somewhere, but I digress. My wife watches the show. So yeah, with that being said, obviously we're gonna be doing a Backlash post show. You might see some of these faces there that night. And moving forward, definitely Money in the Bank, King of the Ring. It's all coming down the road, guys, and all these guys. A lot of first timers. So again, Mike, CJ, thank you so much. Your first time coming on, man. This is a blast. You guys are amazing.
Thank
Matt,
you.
long time, man. Day one, man. Appreciate you. But before we get out of here, obviously CJ and Mike are a little newer here, so I'll start with Matt because he's the vet after me. Let's start with Matt. Matt, where can everyone find you on the socials that don't know where to find you?
Thanks for having me on again, John. It's always a pleasure. I'm gonna cut out after I get this out. You can find me on YouTube at We Believe Purple Podcast with Daniel Wilcox, former Raven, retired Raven, excuse me. And you can find me on YouTube on Pigtown Sports and Foul Ball Talks channels, talking all things Baltimore Orioles. Fellas, it has been a pleasure.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you.
Enjoy your night, my brother.
Likewise, fellas. It was good doing the show with y'all.
Nice meeting you, Matt.
See you soon.
Awesome. Yeah, Matt is a mainstay. He's on a lot of our shows. Awesome. So we got the two newbies, two rookies. All right. I'll start with CJ. It's awesome to have you on, man. Again, I know both of you guys have been working at this for a while. As far as with me, we're trying to work it out. We made it happen this weekend. I'm sure this won't be the last time. So but CJ, the EVP, where can everyone find you on the socials? Where can we find you on shows wise?
First off, I want to thank John, everyone with ChairShot. Obviously, I interviewed you on Main Event Monday. That's where we kind of hit it off. You came on the show. It's a privilege to be able to come on. Michael, me and you been chopping it up a lot through the tournament. And enjoyed. Definitely gonna check one of your shows out. I try to watch as many people as possible. But you can find me on X, obviously, at Charlie718-03496. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I don't know all the names, but you can find me if you type my name in. Also, I am a host / co-host of Main Event Monday. Same thing with Main Event Friday. I'm also a part of the Main Event show every Thursday night. I have a show. It's called the EVP Zero Show on YouTube. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. And last but not least, I am in the process of creating. I've already created it. It's called the EVP Show on YouTube. I have about 80 subs, or close to 80 subs right now. So look for that. Here in the next, I'm gonna get with some people like John and Michael to give me some tips. But look for that, man. I'm really wanting to, get it going here in the next month. But thank you so much, John, and hope to do it again.
Oh, awesome, man. It's not a matter if it's a matter of when. We'll definitely get this back together again. I appreciate you. And last but not least, my fellow masshole, man, Mike, we've been doing this a while. Finally glad to get you on the show. Where can everyone, if they don't know already, where can they find you on the socials, any kind of shows, anything like that?
You could find me at Mob Squad 508 on anything, YouTube, Twitter. I use the same for everything. I do want to give a big shout out though to ChairShot Sports. Also EVP and Matt that was in here. Also a big shout out to the ladies that's gonna be on tomorrow. I'm interested to catch the episodes, see all the prediction, what y'all are gonna be doing on there. But
I won't be talking much, but I'll be here. Just hosting.
Don't worry, y'all outnumbered, bro. Just play your position, y'all be okay.
Yeah, for real though. I know I'll play my role.
But appreciate you, my brother, anytime. And also shout out Sportcoin. I'm gonna throw
Oh
that.
yeah,
Absolutely, and all day sport coin, baby.
Yes, sir. But anytime, bro. Anything you need me for, either you reach out. And let's enjoy the night. I'm gonna jump into some dynamite an hour late and see if there's anything good going on over there. But hit me up, my brothers.
Absolutely, man. Both of you guys, again, I appreciate you. Obviously, Matt, who jumped out, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna show real quick. You guys that watch this, Monday through Friday, more Raw Rundown, SmackDown Shakedown. I'm on a co-host on the Rundown. Actually, another hour and a half. I'll be with Jesse B. I got to jump into Dynamite. Fast forward to that, get my notes, and get ready to go. We're doing interviews, prediction shows, the whole nine. So like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything else you guys do, all 230 that are watching right now, if there's anything else you do, hit the like button. I'm sorry, the thumbs up button. Help us out. It helps the algorithm. Helps me and everyone else here at the media group. And also these two gents as well. So obviously for Mike, for CJ, I'm John Anthony, guys. Enjoy the great night. Go catch some AEW, and we will catch you guys for BackLash.